start this thing here. Chapter 6. After a harrowing encounter in the late evening with undead spirits of poor souls lost at sea, Whippy and the crew of the Nyota Rossi near the end of their first leg of their journey. After a sleepless night, the next morning proves to be blissfully uneventful. In the late morning, land can finally be seen. As the ship sails closer, a tall tower gleams in the late morning sun. The castle of the royal family of the kingdom of Calidir can be seen for miles out at sea, but built from pure alabaster, it is the tallest man-made structure in the Moonshae Islands. Very impressive sight to behold. Before long, the ship makes, I wrote pork, but it's supposed to be port, and arrives at her assigned dock.
Classic
And
Cuba.
there's no little red squiggly line under it because it is a correct word, just out of context. The ship makes pork. All right, so that is where we pick up with Whippy. So this is what I say here, a day. Yes, the next day after your ghostly encounter. Because I don't feel like dragging Varro along, we're gonna say he is snoozing below decks. And no one wants to raise him, or he just said, leave me alone with my sack of potatoes, and he's in his hammock. So the crew gets to work. You guys, the captain tells you guys that you're going to be docked here for 3 days. Like this afternoon is going to be unloading the cargo that they were delivering here. Then the next day it will be like loading the new cargo that's going to go to Baldur's Gate, and then a day for like provisions and a little like R&R for the crew before they head back out to sea. So you guys are free to go and explore. You have 3 days here, or like 2.5 days really, because it is noon now, and you can either stay on the ship at night or you can find an inn if you want. It pretty much is up to you. So he would inform you this is a very busy port. It is very friendly to most travelers, but you are new here, so you must just be aware of your surroundings. Don't fall for many scams. Keep your noses clean. I'm totally lost his accent. You have sleeping quarters here on the ship, but if you want to make other accommodations while we are here, that is completely up to you. Is there anything you are looking for? Perhaps I can point you in a direction to explore, or you do as you please.
You guys want to go shopping? Or
Sounds-
at least go window shopping?
Sounds like a good time.
I don't have really anything in mind, but I
Yeah,
always
maybe-
like looking at stuff.
Maybe we can get Varro, I don't know, a unique potato while we're here.
Or an energy drink, since he's so
Yeah.
tired.
I wonder if they have haste potions. That'll give him lots of energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would.
5-hour haste.
I love it.
I wouldn't mind finding any armories or any weapons and armor shops. See if I
Well,
can.
there
upgrade
is
my
plenty
armor
of that
class.
here. Enjoy the day. That was a night that we would all like to forget.
Before
How
we go,
does your head feel, by the way? And I'm really sorry.
It will recover.
Okay, just keep your hat on.
I
don't
don't
think
wear a
the
hat,
sun-
but thank you.
I don't think the sun's good for it.
We can get him a
Sure.
hat while we're out there.
Yeah, because I
Maybe
really
so.
feel bad.
Maybe something with a big feather.
Yeah.
Really big feather. Captain, before we go, is there any special customs or anything that must... That's the words I'm looking for. Are there any customs that must be observed on this island here?
On the island, yes, this is the home to the folk people, but here in the city, because this is the largest and busiest port in all of the Moonshay Islands. It is pretty multicultural here. I would not recommend you leave this city. Then you will encounter more unique customs than you are used to. But if you do leave the city, definitely stay to the south of the island. The north of the island, most of this island does belong to this kingdom, but the north is claimed by the Northmen.
Aye, understood, Captain.
You hear Sweet Boot, the tabaxi, behind him call out, "Watch out for the bilge rats!" Just keeps walking by.
Gonna make Graxus' stomach rumble a little bit. He's hungry.
Rats.
You mean they better watch out for you, right, Gary? Pats him on the arm.
That's right. If it bleeds, I eat it.
As I said, we'll be here for 3 days. I must get the crew working to unload the cargo. We will be here if you need anything. He nods and walks off, getting to work. As you guys turn around, this port isn't as big as the one in Waterdeep, but it's just as busy, and it actually feels probably busier because it is a smaller port, but with the same amount of activity. So more crammed in, where the Waterdeep's port was more spread out. Like you weren't like walking shoulder to shoulder with people. Where here, like this whole port area is just like it's like a packed concert. Like you're just like it's just busy people, and like he said, this is pretty multicultural, so you do see a lot of different races and species here, various different ships and crews, all going about their morning business of shipping.
From where we're at, can I see any shops or anything like that? Since I'm taller than most, can I like see over the heads?
So like yeah, you guys I wouldn't say you could see shops per se. Like you might see like
Storefronts, like
the
in a
closest
direction?
things that you see would probably be like shipping supply like dealers right there at the edge, like beyond the docking ports. But you can see that like beyond that, like the crowd is not as bunched together, and you would get the idea that what you're looking for might be just kind of beyond this port section.
Yeah, Graxus is gonna like reach behind whatever on Uma's like shoulder, like her pauldron, like not hard but like guiding, and just gonna like pull, like he's making a path since he's so big, like, and he's hoping that she grabs Elsa, and he's just gonna like just kind of like tromp through this whole like crowd.
Yeah, Uma will grab Elsa's hand, like, here we go. And then also
Whee!
while we're making our way, as much as is possible, because of the variety of folks here, she's just gonna keep an eye out for anybody who may resemble a dork and a mini tour as well. Just Just keeping an eye out for any unique combos.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you roll perception on that?
Perception. 14.
14. You unless you're on Gary's shoulders, you're not seeing a whole lot right now, but you are seeing several, halflings and dwarves at your height level. No unique combinations just yet.
Okay.
Just imagine, like we're at Disney World. Just everyone, we're just walking in the crowd.
Yeah, like it's just there's just tons of cargo being unloaded here and then being transported there. There's shouting. There's no fist fights, but there's a lot of sailor talk going on, and you might see some rival crews like stink eyeing the other ones, and just people swearing, dropping hammers, and just bring that over here. Don't drop that. Not that's not where that goes. There's also several larger species here. Like you might see a couple of dragonborn, no other half dragons. There's a surprising amount of Goliaths, but that's not overly surprising since they're good on the heavy labor. I wouldn't say anybody's particularly looking at you because everybody mostly in this area is just kind of doing their jobs.
Work.
Work all day long.
And Uma's actually pretty heavy. She's like 200 pounds. She's really stocky.
It's
4
like trying to pick
feet,
up
200 pounds.
It's like trying to pick up a fire hydrant.
Yeah, right.
Ain't happening.
Elsa's takes after the halfling side, so she's light and she's short.
Mm.
But somehow she packs in those muscles. She's strong.
So even with Gary trying to what's it called on the front of the train? A cow plow through the crowd. It's still taking you a little while because you're just people are not particularly paying attention and not really getting out of your way. So you're just kind of and just some people are like, watch it, lizard.
Yeah, don't blast them with lightning. Yeah, he's just gonna do the, that, how when you go to New York, you have to walk like a New Yorker. You have to just you know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's just doing that. He's just fitting right, and he's throwing elbows and growling and yelling back and doing all that.
So really funny. I'm sitting here nodding my head, like, yeah, I've been to New York. I know what you're saying. Never been to the East Coast in my fucking life yet.
Oh.
You're
But-
gonna.
I've done that in Chicago,
It's not
and
the
I was
same.
like, bring it. Let's do this.
They haven't been
I'm
to
from the
Chicago. I haven't been
desert.
to
We got no
Chicago,
brains.
Chicago. Oh, don't you know Chicago?
Yeah, the Bears, the Sox.
Well, watch the Cubbies lose.
I was gonna say, do they talk like that in Chicago? No, they do. That's considered Midwest, right? Midwest
Yep.
is Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like- I was gonna say it's like a weird amalgamation of Midwest and Canadian. You know what I mean? It's very strange.
yeah. I just want to go for the blues and the pizza. That's all. That's the only reason I want to go to Chicago.
Deep dish is not pizza. For the last time, it is not pizza. It is lasagna. It's
It was-
lasagna.
It
Lasagna,
was
pie, whatever.
okay. It was
It's-
okay,
It's soup. It's not bad. It's just different.
but I
But
like
it's
the
not
New York
pizza.
style. If I can't fold it, I really can't do anything with it.
Mm.
Pizza should not be eaten with a fucking fork and a damn knife.
Yeah.
It's
The only
Those are for
problem with
stabbing people.
the only problem with it,
That's a t-shirt.
The only problem with the classic New York slice is that now they just like flop. You know what I'm saying?
They always flopped. You had to
I know.
fold them, hold up the thing,
It's just-
and then you had to shove like 5 inches of the tip of the pizza in, take a bite, and then it was good to go.
Yeah.
Or you do it burrito style and you fold the tip in first and then taco it. And
It's a pro. It's a pro gamer move right there.
okay, back on track.
I'm just thinking of real quick. I'm just thinking of the beginning of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the Secret of the Ooze. Like everybody's eating pizza, like they're all eating pizza from that same pizza joint at the very, very beginning of the movie, and it's like, look, I my grandparents lived in Queens. I went to New York countless times before the age of 10. I'm like, yeah, they eat their pizza on the street, but like, you're not walking down the street with every single person on the street all eating fucking pizza at the same time. Like, that just doesn't happen. All right, so you're approaching the edge of the crowd. Is anything else that you want to do? It's just very slow going. You're just trying to beeline it out of the hectic area.
All this talk about pizza makes Goraxis want pizza. Can he smell pizza, or does he just smell gross sailors?
I would say you smell a combination of gross sailors and bad fish. Like that's that low tide, garbagey smell.
It's not. It's just the sailors.
You can't tell if that smell is actually the sailors or if it is just, the tide.
Goraxis has a sensitive nose. He smells well, so you just go, ugh. Oh, it smells like sausage and onions. But it's not food. Oh.
I don't know who would get the smell worse, like you being up there or the other two just being like more at smell ground level.
I've been down here all my life, and I can tell you it smells pretty bad.
Yeah, same.
Mm.
You're not getting the breeze.
Yeah.
No.
Just getting that low level. The low
Getting
level.
the lower breezes.
Yeah.
Not the ones that we want.
Very familiar with that. Very, very familiar.
Especially on a bus. God.
Or in a concert.
Yeah, oh. Don't you just want to punch him right in the ass?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was so vindictive. Like that came from a deep place. That came from
Very.
You get the whole body odor. That's why. The whole thing.
Everything.
That's why
And the
cons are so
elbows.
bad. Yeah. Yep, the
So the
scratchy
top
elbows.
of the head, not just the face, but the top of the head too.
Yeah.
How short are you?
5'1".
Oh, okay.
Hey.
So you're pretty teeny. Okay.
I've got an inch and a half on you.
Nice.
All right, never mind. I stand corrected.
All right, so you guys, after a little muscling through and some bad smells, you make it to the edge of the dock area. It's still pretty busy here, but like just the crowd is not as packed. Like people are a little more spread out now. You can see further down the streets, like they just kind of start twisting and turning, and it's cobblestone. I wouldn't say it's like the cleanest section because the waterfront sections are never the cleanest part of town, but you could start you start getting some better non-fish smells. You can see
Less butts and faces.
less butts and faces. Like you guys you can stretch your arms now. Like you're not gonna be knocking into people as much. You might get an occasional bump, but like it just literally like a concert hall of people behind you and cargo and carts and all that. There's still a little some of that going on here, but it starts to open up. Like I would say like the large carts of cargo are like going down the other roads here down that way, but it's not as compact, so you kind of like get like breathe a little sigh of relief. And
That too.
where is the leaf shop? I need something. Yes, so you're there, and there's the world is your oyster. Where would you like to go from here?
Away from that crowd. Garaxis does not like crowds.
This whole area, this whole city seems to be pretty busy and packed. But yeah, if you want to keep going deeper in, let me see if I can find.
Yeah, because I don't think Garaxis would stop walking. He'd probably just like beeline away from all these people.
So yeah, like you have you'll just keep walking a little bit. Probably head down. Probably the first street you see, the one in front of you. I would say. All right, so
Like the main thoroughfare type deal.
Yeah.
right. So there's like the docks. Then there's like a big cobblestone wide road that like you're at the edge of that, and like that goes this way, and you can't see, it starts curving off in another direction, but you can see that's where a lot of like cargo is being hauled. Carts are passing by going in either direction, and then on the other side of that is where their larger buildings begin. And then, right in front of you there'd be a smaller road, not an alleyway, but nowhere near as wide as the road that you are standing in front of. And then, it's just the like passages between buildings. But this one I would say be like the one of the larger ones. So yeah, you guys can just start walking, heading down that direction. And Uma, a filthy little child, walks over to you. She is a little shorter than you. How short are you?
I'm 4 feet.
Okay, so she is a little shorter than you. Just like she's wearing like just filthy, dirty clothes, and like she's got literal shit smeared on her face, and just very dirty. And she just looks at you with these.
Again. Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
I said she has literal shit on her face.
Shit on her face.
Well, all right then.
What weird Siri Google searches are you making now? Siri recognized that.
Finding shit on your face. Yeah, and she's like looks at you, and she's got those big puppy dog eyes, and she goes, Have you any food, please?
So Uma's gonna take a look around real quick, just like go like, oh, and just looking to see if there are any folks watching. How old is this, a human child, and how old does this person look to be?
She appears to be human. She looks like she's about 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
And if you want to look around, you can roll a perception check.
"17."
17. So you're taking a look around, and like I said, it's still pretty busy around here. Most people are not paying much attention to you, but from the direction that she came from, you can see that there's like 2 other children about her size and maybe age that like they're not hiding per se. They're like just kind of like sitting behind like some barrels, and like that is the direction she approached you from, and they're looking.
Okay, she's gonna say, "Not yet, but why don't you and your friends come with us and we'll go get some lunch?"
We like lunch.
Come on.
She kind of like looks over at them and then looks at you. And can you Do you want to roll for persuasion?
It's deception. I'm going to kill them in the street.
Oh, either or. Child murder.
I just imagine as this is going, just riff raff, riff raff. No, I don't. Get a lad. Ooh, it's like, if only they look closer.
She's gonna first, like, just look at, not at Gary. She's going to look at Minnie, Elsa.
It's a mini.
Minnie, and just kind of like nod, like, right? They can come with us, right?
Yeah. I don't see why not. We were gonna go look for food anyways.
All right, I was hoping to see if that would give me advantage at all, but okay. I have a -1. Oh, I got a nat 20. So it's a 19.
All right. So let me see. Oh, that was pretty good. So she studies your face.
It's like she's got this. I have a -1 to my charisma, so.
So she's studying your face, and she looks. She kind of smiles, and then she looks up at Gary, and doesn't like the smile stays, but it's like her eyes are wider, looking at Gary, and then she looks over at Elsa, and then it's more of a genuine smile again.
And Elsa's smaller than her. I'm only 3.5 feet tall.
And then she goes, and looks back at the two other kids, and she goes, and waves them over. Those two, like, they don't run over right away. They kind of like look at each other reluctantly, but then they slowly make their way over, and they're like, this girl is definitely like the leader of the group, because they like don't say anything to you, and they just kind of like stand behind her, and it's another girl and then a boy who looks maybe a couple years younger than them.
So Uma's gonna look at all of them, be like, I'm Uma, and this is Elsa, and this is Gary, and you can share your names or you don't have to, but we're gonna go take you to get lunch, and don't steal anything from us or he'll eat your head off, okay?
They all turn and look at each other.
But we've got we can get you some lunch.
And I can turn into a bear.
Mm-hmm.
So I could get really big.
A cuddly bear.
Grax is just going to smile the creepiest, worst fanged smile you've seen. Just all fangs.
When you said you could turn into a bear, you hear the boy go, "Ugh."
Yeah, it is.
You know, the lead girl goes, okay.
Let's go find some food. What's your favorite? What do you like around here?
Where do you get food here?
My favorite is something cooked, and usually we get food from the trash bins.
Oh, wait! I know something. And Elsa turns around and reaches in her pack and pulls out a handful of good berries.
Oh.
Ooh.
Pardon me. Oops, I don't mean to cast that twice. So, up to 10 berries appear in my hand and are infused with magic for... It says duration. I have no idea what the duration is because it doesn't really say. I think it's 24 hours. The berries are magic for 24 hours, but it does provide enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. So
They're
they
called
won't be
good
hungry
berries?
today.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have any hit point damage, they're healed 1 hit point.
So Elsa is giving hallucinogenic thing, magically infused drugs to children.
It is
Just give me
24
my
hours.
on the farm. Okay,
more
I
like-
thought so.
Cannabis. I was gonna say cannabis infused fruit, or drug infused fruit. Steroid infused fruit. What would that be?
It makes you feel
I-
full. It gives you enough as if you've eaten for a whole day. So you
Oh,
only
so
have
it's
to eat
definitely not-
once a day.
Definitely not weed then.
No.
No, I'm thinking
Yeah.
more like
Eat all the
amphetamines
berries.
or something. Some kind of appetite
It's
suppressant.
supposed to be
Yes.
nourishment.
Alright, so you give them, you hand out these, are they,
them
they're
just
just in
on
your
the
hand, or are they in like a sack?
No, they're just in my hand. I grabbed them
Okay.
out of my pouch.
She like, and you tell the little girl what they are, like they're not just regular berries, because she would totally look at them like, this isn't cooked.
Yeah, so these are magic. If you eat just one of these, it's gonna make you feel full until tomorrow. And it's gonna give you like all the stuff you need to be alive. Like the stuff that you get from food. I don't remember what that's called. But that stuff that's in food, you get that. And after tomorrow, they're not magic anymore, so you could cook them. But-
Ooh.
There won't be like a whole lot to cook, so have fun.
Takes them. She puts 5 in her mouth.
Give the other
Usually-
ones to your friends.
She hands out. She puts her hand out, and the other 2 just take them, and like all the berries are gone.
How do you feel? You feel full?
I feel funny.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Elsa's like, I am the one that knocks.
Baggie of translucent blueberries.
They heal 1 hit point too if they're hurt.
Yeah. So
That
there
was
was one.
5. That was 5
I-
hit points.
Yeah.
I see your scratches starting to feel better.
Yep, a couple of little scratches on her face to just heal up Wolverine style. The shit's still there. The dirt and then she's go, And she goes,
So-
I like you.
Uma, do you have the business cards? Because we're not a cult. We're a business.
I haven't had a chance to get them made yet.
Oh, man. So, would you like to do the honors? Oh, wait. We're missing somebody right now.
Yeah.
So
They're
we
a
can't
little
really
young.
do it. Yeah,
We can take them
but I
back
was
to the
just
boat.
thinking, future customers, gotta
Hmm.
start letting them know about us early.
Yeah. If they live that long, it might be really good to get them as customers and make some money.
3 children are looking at each other like,
I'm
Even
just saying
correct.
because you're living a rough life here on the street, but we can get you some lunch and that'll be a good start, I think.
Even Gorax's thinking that
the
was
little
a
boy's
bit-
doing.
That was a bit savage from Uma. Even he's like, God damn.
You're gonna be fine.
We'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Fine.
So you want to go?
Alexis,
Oh,
use that big sniffer of yours and find us some good food.
Follow my nose. Yeah, Gorax is gonna take a long sniff and see if he can't find something good.
Alright.
He's gonna try not to inhale one of those drug berries up his schnoz.
This is whoa.
I don't need to eat today. I'm good. I'm
Alright.
nourished.
I fucking hear the colors, bro.
Yes, you could roll perception for smell.
Perception. 14 plus 3. So that's 16. You said percept? Just
Yeah.
a regular. Okay, yeah, so 16.
Yeah, perception can be for smell, sight, or hearing.
Okay.
Alright, so you just kind of stick your nose up and you're like, and then you get the faint aroma. It's very faint, but the aroma of cooked something in the air. It's like a Pepe Le Pew cartoon. It's just floating, and it's like, and you just go that way. And
Made me sound like Batman.
where are the other lunches going?
Where are the other berries going?
Yep. So you just start following Gary, who is following his nose, and you start walking down the street. As you make your way down this, it's a cobblestone street. And there's plenty of people. You do see,
The kids are still following us.
they're following. They're trailing like behind whoever is last in line here.
Like, take maybe the oldest kid's hand and just, if they are willing. She's not gonna like grab it, but
She's pretty high off of some blueberries, so she like at first like looks at you kind of funny, but then takes your hand. The other two stand still like behind her on the opposite side, on her side, not like not overly close to you, but behind her. And yeah, so you're just walking down the street. You start seeing some shops around, more what you'd be thinking, like not like a major marketplace, like again, like some sailor shops, some fisherman supply shops like that, and little minor shops of like oddities and things like that. Again, you see there's a pretty good amount of poverty in this section still. You see some other panhandlers, sailors, people working, things like that. Gary, roll another perception. See if you're getting closer to the smell.
Oh, that's not good. That was only a 7. 7 total.
That's 7. So you kind of like.
I just smell the children.
Yeah, the smell of the stank of the children is like it's kind of distracting you. And you're like, so you need to pick a direction. You're not sure which way the smell was coming from right at this moment.
What are my choices? Are we at like a junction?
You can go straight, or there's like an alleyway that goes off to the right on one side, and another alleyway that goes to the left, a little bit further down the road from you.
Now, in real life, that's where usually the good stuff is, but it's also where you get robbed. So we're gonna stay on the main thoroughfare because Graxus is smarter than that. He's not a dummy. Not this character. For once, I have a character that isn't. He's wise. So, yeah, he's gonna stay on the main thoroughfare.
All right. So you walk down. Just keep walking straight, and then you do come to a couple of street vendors. One dude he's roasting. You don't know what it is, just some sort of animal, a couple of animals like slowly spinning on some spits. Another dude, he's selling like nothing cooked. It looks like mostly like vegetables. And then little down from them is like a fisherman. He's like a fishmonger. His tent, or like it is a tent. It's like set up. It's like twice as wide as the other ones, and he just has like a bunch of raw seafood. He's like, get your fish here! Dead fish, live fish.
Without looking back, he's gonna get to that vendor that has the animals and spit.
All right, so there's a human older, well, middle-aged human man, bearded, big pot belly, and he's like sitting there. He's like chopping up like kind of like a Christmas story. He's like chopping the head off of a goose. He's like, "Can I help you?"
What's on the? Can I tell what's on the spits? Animal.
There is a It looks. You can't. It's a bird of some sort. You can't tell if it's a goose. Like he's chopping up a goose right now, but you don't know if it's a chicken, a goose, seagull.
But there's multiple.
There's three currently cooking birds on the things right now on the rotisserie.
I'll reach into my pouch and I'll say 2 chickens.
I eat all the fucking chickens in this place.
If any more words come pouring out of your cunt mouth. God, that was probably the best fucking line in that entire show. It really was. I'll eat every fucking chicken in this place.
And he looks at you and goes, "Ain't got no chickens."
He's just gonna point. Whatever those birds are.
Oh, all right. 2 of them, you say? He looks at you.
1, 2. 2.
And then he scowls at you and goes, 3 gold.
A lot for a couple of pigeons.
Aye.
Graxus will pull out what? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna look up something.
Graxus will pull out 1 gold.
He looks at it. He goes, "You're missing 2 more gold, friend."
Graxus wants to eat this guy, but he's not gonna. He'll pull out 1 more gold and slide it. And just stare at him.
He looks at the gold. Then he looks back at Uma. And he goes, 1, 2.
Ooh.
Oh, I learned how to count today. He takes the gold and he grabs the stick that the chicken, that the unknown roasting birds are on. He throws it down in front of you, Gary, and he goes, "Enjoy. I'll have some more in a couple of hours."
Keeping eye contact the entire time, Graxus is gonna take 1 whole chicken and just open his jaws and just shove the whole fucking thing in his mouth and just like a bear trap, and you're just gonna hear all the crunching, like he's gonna chew on it while staring at this guy, so you hear the crunch and the tear of this whole chicken as he's gonna swallow it, keeping eye contact with him the whole time. Then he's gonna pick up the other chicken. He's gonna turn around and walk away.
Uma's gonna lean down to the kids and be like, "That's how you haggle. See how we got him down from 3 to 2?"
The guy just kind of looks at you, disgusted, and then just goes back to chopping the goose.
And
Yeah, so you
Uma's
guys.
gonna
Maybe
give.
next time.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe next time we show up, he'll give me 2 for 1, because that's what I'm gonna do to him. He's gonna grab him by the shoulders and just sure.
Uma's going to, still standing there, she's not leaving, just look at the kids and be like, "Okay, now what would you like from this nice man who's slaving over a hot spit all day
Yeah.
for people like you to purchase some food from them?"
Oh, there's only 1 more bird rotisifying on there, so they just kind of like go, just point at the bird.
In the background, you're just gonna hear
As Gary's eating the second chicken.
She's gonna just say, kind. What was this individual again? A human?
He was a human. Yeah.
Okay. Kind human, we would like to purchase the final bird on your menu.
Looks down at you again. And then he looks at the kids and he goes,
And I look up and wave at him.
And I'm totally picturing the bartender from the cantina in Star Wars as I'm playing this guy. So if you want a visual reference, that's what this guy looks like.
We don't like it. We don't serve your kind. No drooling. No porgs.
Exactly. You're getting a little racist vibe off of this guy.
Racist of everyone except humans.
Yep. The superior race.
Racist and classist.
He just goes, 1 gold.
Yeah, all right. Just gonna hand him a gold.
Picks it up, does that. Bites it.
You're gonna dent it.
He, same thing, just throws the chicken down on the counter, still on the the rotating spick.
Bit.
What?
Pit.
That's not the
Yeah.
word you wanted.
I thought, York? No, you know.
Wait.
He's
That
Hispanic,
was thorough.
folks. He's Hispanic.
I was gonna
Please,
say-
when you watch this
You can say
later,
that.
he's Cuban, 100%.
Is
He's
it
the only
spit?
person right now.
It's not
Ships make
stick.
pork.
No, it is a spit,
No.
like
Oh,
with a T.
Yeah.
With a T. That's a hard.
What you just
T's and
said.
K's are not friends today.
You used a hard CK, my friend.
Yes, you did. You luckily it's you, and so you can, in theory, get away with it. But that's yep. For anybody who watches this afterwards, he's 100% Cuban. It's mildly okay.
I've only heard someone that I know be called that once when I was a kid. Like,
Well,
I feel like it's not like a thing people say anymore.
no, it definitely is a thing, and
Huh.
we're gonna switch to spit.
Said
It's
The
spit.
spit. Apologies. I'll just go back to calling it a rotisserie stick.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
On the rotisserie stick.
Still dropping the CK though. Anyway, so yes, we grab the bird. Uma's just gonna she's gonna hold on to it. Like, we're gonna find a nice place to go sit, but we need a drink to go with this, I think. Right, Elsa?
Oh yeah, it's drink 30.
There are no visible taverns in this immediate section.
Is-
Dell's lemonade stand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any side tropical drinks? I don't know what kind of island this is.
It
That's
is
a good
not a
point.
tropical island.
I was gonna say that's a good point. What's the
Local cuisine.
I was gonna say ecological. Is it like a tropical? Like, is it palm trees and stuff? Is it like
No,
warm
you are in
Biome.
a
biome?
northern sea. So,
I thought we went farther south than we. Oh, I must have.
no,
Baldur's
you
Gate's
pretty
pretty-
much,
Yeah.
you went essentially across,
Oh, okay.
and then from here you go down. So, does anybody want to roll an Arcana?
Sure.
And see if any of you what your
Arcana?
characters might know of. No, it'd be Arcana to know knowledge of the place you're in.
That would be
history or
more-
nature or
History.
survival. Arcana
How
some
about
magic.
history? You're right.
I'll roll a history check. I'm does that mean proficient when it's filled in?
Yeah.
So that's just a regular roll, though, right?
It's
it's only if
automatically
you have
adding. Yeah, it's automatically adding your proficiency bonus. I'm not
so I
proficient
add-
in that.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, if
my
you click
plus-
it, it automatically adds it to you.
All right, so my +3 is it just a +3, or do I add the other +3 for my proficiency bonus? Because I was gonna roll my.
Oh, so do you have your character sheet up?
Yep.
So you just roll the 20 and then add whatever it says.
Oh, okay. So it says +3. Okay. The only thing is that it's hard to. That's a 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. Not doing great with these rolls here, Sage's Portal. Help me out.
Is anybody
They're
else
just getting
rolling a
warmed up.
history or?
What was that?
I said they were just getting warmed up. Yeah, I don't have history, but if I could do like a nature check or a survival, I got that covered. Otherwise, Elsa know nothing, and she's okay with that.
I only have religion if that would help me at all, but I don't know. Other than that, I'm not proficient in history, nature, or survival.
All right. Yeah, I would say this is mostly a history to recall what you have read or heard about these islands, since none of you have ever actually been here.
Gotcha.
Word.
All right, so you said a 12?
Yeah.
Okay. You've heard of these islands in passing. They are, I believe like 400 miles off the coast, west off the coast of the Sword Coast. And you know that this is the largest island. You can't recall the name of it. But there are several islands in this island chain. From what you have seen, it is most certainly not a tropical island. It is like, from what you saw as the ship was coming in, you saw a lot of jagged coastal regions, and yeah, you didn't see any beaches, but the beaches that you would find here, if they're kind of like our New England beaches. They are just full of like pebbles and rocks. You're not finding like white powdered beaches or anything. If you do find a flat sandy beach, it is not fine sand. It is just those like thousands upon thousands of little ground up tiny rocks that are not overly pleasant to step on. So like the area that you're around here, like I said, even from where you are, anywhere that you are in this in the city here, you can look up and you see the castle, which is built up on top of a cliff, and then on top of that cliff, the castle itself, and then this main tower which goes up, another several stories. It reflects the light because it is made of pure white alabaster. It's impressive from any angle, and it just looms over everything. But like, just there's no leaves on the trees right now because it is early winter. There's no snow on the ground, but it's cold. You're still at the same longitude or latitude level, and you get the idea, at least from where you are right now in this part of the island. It's just like, like a jagged, rocky island chain is all you know and can see.
All right.
Excuse me,
Wow.
Mr. Dude Guy. Where can we get a drink to go with this bird?
Ocean's down that way.
It's not drinkable.
Right
Where do I get a beer?
there.
Slam
been
their
on
hands
ship.
up on the counter.
Been on ship, and I had to knock my captain out because he was possessed by a damn ghost last night, and I need a drink.
You hear the vegetable salesman behind you go, pay no mind to him. He is just a dick.
Yeah, he is.
I could sell you some tree water. I have tree water.
Does
Yeah.
it do anything fun?
It
Hydrates.
hydrates you.
Okay.
We're on the same wavelength. Hey, let's get I'll get some for these kids. I'm gonna have them
Alright.
stay over here because they smell pretty bad, but I'm gonna go get you some tree water, kids. And she's gonna buy some off of that guy.
They're just staring at that chicken.
Well,
Don't
And
worry,
he,
you'll get it soon. Don't worry.
they're like the dog with the food. They're like
Hmm?
watching the chicken.
Hmm?
And he's like, oh, this is don't mind him. And he just he pulls up this a ladle out of this wooden bucket, and he how many are you getting? Like
Get one for
3.
each child, and then also one for herself to just chug
right,
before
so-
drinking the alcohol that will come.
He fills 4 cup of this tree water, and he goes, there will be 2 copper.
Here's a silver, good sir.
Oh, thank you. And he gives it a bite.
You're gonna bend it. Why are they all breaking their money here?
I don't understand it. No.
Thank you.
Maybe.
who eats money?
Maybe they're part. I heard of this one monster once where it eats petrified things. So maybe they're cousins to that. But they only can eat metal. So they're making sure it's going to taste good before they eat it later.
And he
Who
goes,
eats? Who
oh,
wants to eat
you
metal?
foreigners are always so amusing. Like, thank you for your business. Beware the bilgewats.
Yeah, we've heard that before. They actually rats, or are they people?
Foreigners. And he turns, get your tomatoes.
Tomatoes. This late in the season. Must be magic. Like my good berries. One. And she whips around. Are those good tomatoes? Are you a druid? You have to tell me if you are.
No, I am just a people.
Okay.
I have tomatoes, I have corn, I have tree water.
These things are too cold to be growing right now. Or to have been harvested recently.
I just buy them from the farmers.
Druids. Gotcha. Great. Okay, have fun.
She's gonna hand off the water over to the kids.
They like sniff it, reluctantly drink it.
It's gonna make you feel better. You gotta stay hydrated, especially this close to the ocean.
It's gotta be tasting better than the puddles you gotta drink out of, right?
Most of those puddles have pee.
Yeah, salty.
Doesn't sound tasty.
Mm-mm.
Goats are into that, but not minotaurs. Or minitars. So, I don't know about all that.
Mammals are weird. He eats his chicken.
You still have chicken.
He's savoring
He's
his
taking his
second.
time.
I remember I had 2. I got 2 chickens.
I know. I thought you ate one in front of the dude and then turned around and ate the other one while she was buying the other one.
He's holding it like
He was rubbing it
apple.
all over his face.
He just was soaking it.
No, he's holding it like he's just holding it like an apple, and he's just taking giant chunks out of it, like bone and all. You know what I mean? Like he's not like tearing it apart or anything like that, or like he's just holding it and just, like this. Don't ask why I have a ball of twine, but he's just little bits and pieces falling out of his mouth onto one of the little kids into their hair, improving the smell.
Now,
We could
Uma,
save that
as,
for later.
as you try the tree water, like it has a sweet smell to it, and when you drink it, it doesn't actually have very much flavor. It almost tastes like aloe water. Have you ever had that aloe water. It's just like it has like a slight hint of plant on the back end.
Yeah. It's good for ulcers in your stomach. Alright, let's go find a tavern and bring these underage children in it and let them eat some food.
That
You're just
sounds
looking
great.
at that chicken. And the boy is literally just drooling, dripping on the ground.
Come on.
They're like, so why don't you do someone roll another perception? You can see, take a look around, get an idea which way to go.
Sis, lift me up. I can't see anything from down here.
He'll chicken in the mouth, and then pick her up. What do you see? What are you here?
Unless I can get advantage for that. That's gonna be a whopping 7.
Oh, come on, you gotta get
Rolled a
advantage.
2.
He's
It's turning her around too fast. He's like,
Slow down, I can't see. I got
Yeah,
focus.
you're spinning her. You're like, hey, hey, and she's like, there's this area. It comes to like a T section, so like where you're at, here with a couple of street vendors, like the road ends at a bunch of buildings and then goes off in either direction. But you're not seeing any taverns.
holding her. Can instead I plop on my shoulder like that, and then just walk there on my shoulder?
Yeah.
If Elsa doesn't object to it.
Nope.
I don't get bonked.
You just have to decide left or right.
Let Elsa decide.
Go left.
I don't know if on the camera actually that was left to you guys or not.
nope.
That was right. Damn it.
All
We'll
right.
run into
So
a bar
you.
eventually.
There's got to be one on this island.
There's shop to window at.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you you take a left down the turn the left, you see what appears to be a tavern. It's called the Galleon Hole, and it's a little hard to read because the sign is like very worn from weather and the salt air and stuff. It is on rusty chains. It's not a very big. The doorway into it, like this is these buildings, like those old timey buildings where it's like they're all built into kind of like one unit, but there's several different doors for each different business or dwelling, perhaps. Yeah, so like that's what you see. Gary's gonna have a hard time fitting through that door because it's small even for like a normal sized human.
Did you say galley and hole?
The galley hole, the Galleon Hole, galleon, like a boat.
Now all I can
Galleon.
imagine is what could you block off or have like the salt air fuck up on the letters on the paint of the sign so it says glory hole. So that's what everybody calls it.
That was the first thing that I thought of.
I think it's probably the first thing we all thought of. We couldn't have been alone. It's the glory hole. Glory.
All right, looks good to me. Or how about you all stay here real quick. She's gonna go poke her head in real fast just to get a real quick look at the patrons and see what type of tavern this is.
You poke are you poking through your head through the door or looking through like
Yeah,
the
open the
window?
door and just take a look to see, what do the folks in here look like.
It's early. Everybody in here looks surly.
Like
Seems to be
extra?
like
Or average?
average surly. They're all like dock workers and sailors.
Alright.
There is no music playing in there. It's relatively quiet, but it's pretty full. There's just like, and it's very compact. It's very small. There's like 4 tables, very small bar in the back, and like it's like there's like 5 or 6 people to almost each table, and a few people standing around. And like I said, it's like seems to be mostly dock workers and sailors. And you open up the door, and it lets light in because like the windows are so dirty that they're like tinted. You just hear someone go, "Shut that door!"
She's just gonna look at whoever said it, or in that direction. I don't know if she can see him because of the light. And just be like, And then slowly close the door behind, like, not for the kids.
So the girl goes, "We can't go into any of these places."
Why? Who says?
The people says.
Well,
Can we have chicken now?
now we're gonna go find a place to sit down at a table. On to the
Really?
next one.
We really want chicken.
You're gonna get your chicken. You're gonna sit at a
Dragon.
table and you're gonna love it.
Dragging these starving children across the island. Just looking for a table.
They're just like. Alright, so you're not going into
Okay.
that one.
So,
Is there one close that looks like Garaxis doesn't have to crawl through the door?
In this particular stretch of road, there are a few more taverns.
Okay.
A couple of them have slightly bigger doors, but just the architecture here is just small doored for some reason. Like, I wouldn't say it's like halfling built, but it's to your largish size. Like you feel like you're almost walking through a halfling village because like you can almost look into like the second story windows. Not quite. They're like another foot above you maybe, but like if you like got on your tippy toes and jumped, you could like look in through like the second level windows, which even you know through your travels like this is just kind of small architecture.
It's from the second Jurassic Park movie. Looking through the windows of the house.
Is your eye just constricts?
Yes. I mean, Garaxis really would eat someone's dog too. So I mean, yeah, it fits totally.
Yep. So
I
you
took
just,
us down the wrong alley. Sorry about that, guys.
I mean, there's a tavern here. They're just... I didn't like their faces. So,
No.
it's not you, it's me.
Okay. No worries. We'll find somewhere. And if anything, maybe we can make our own table and eat alla fresca.
Yeah, we can do that.
What's the
Boy
first?
goes. There's a box cover over there.
There's a box over there, huh? Okay, you think that's gonna make a good table?
No, it's just the top of a box.
Oh, just the top.
Is it your house? Do you?
Wow, Gary.
Not that
Wow.
one.
You could live in it, like a turtle with its shell. Put it on your back. You bring it wherever you go.
My house has 2 sides.
Oh, that's good.
So this would be an upgrade.
Yeah, let's eat on the box. It's fine. Sure. Just gonna go over and like plop the chicken down.
Is it a dry box or is it like soggy and like will fall apart if she throws the chicken on it?
No, it's dry. I wouldn't flip it over.
Just imagine like throwing it down and it just like this smushes through this disgusting peed on cardboard box. And these kids now just like are
So
mud-
you throw the
muddy-
chicken
muddy
down,
chicken.
or do you hand it to them?
No, I'll hand it to them. She hands it to them.
Alright, so like, she's like, the girl gets wide eyed. She looks at them and she goes, food, and they go, food. She goes, food, and then she looks up and she goes, food, food, and you're swarmed by 12 other children that like jump out of alleyways, trash cans. Some kid fell from the second story. You don't know how that happened. And
At least we know
There's
They-
not
that's
even
high.
a second story.
Second story of the box.
the second story of like the building that the box is in front of. Like,
Oh, so we
like,
fell about-
like some kid just like Aladdin jumped out. He's like, I.
So we fell like 6 feet then, because she said it was a very small building.
No, the window that you could have looked in, it's like it's still in the to the rooftop is still higher, but
I'm gonna just
But yeah,
step
this-
back and let them swarm it.
they like all these kids some come up from behind you and rush past and through you, and like they devour this chicken like a filthy, smelly swarm of piranha, and then like
I am
there's like
also- Just to be very clear, she is paying very close attention to her belongings as these
Same.
kids are like pushing past, and she's like, enjoy.
Graxus is doing that, and he's holding his chicken, the rest of his chicken, up high.
all right.
So nobody
Kid falls
can
out of
Oh,
the
that's
window.
why
and
the
is like,
one came from the second story.
He's trying to get it.
Fly after it.
Tossing through the window and grabs it.
All right. Whoever's holding on to their purses, roll a perception check. They're like,
Oh shit!
Stupid
15.
dice tonight. That'll be a 10 for me.
11.
all right.
18. Nice.
All right. So yeah, they're
Oh, I'm so,
swarming.
actually, I'm sorry. That's not a 5. That's a 3. Sorry, that's a 3. That's 13, 16. Sorry. It's a little tough to tell on the dice, like because I don't have the light right on it. But I don't, because I'm trying not to fuck up my lighting situation. But that was 16, not 18.
Yeah. So these kids, they're always like, they're like, and like you guys are just kind of like, yeesh, and like now some of them start dispersing. Some run down the alleyways, others run again between you. One kid starts climbing up the wall, and again they all look very young. Like they're all children. Like some as young as the boy, some is as the girl's age, but a couple that look like they might be a little older, all mixed genders, and they all appear human, all just covered in just dirty clothes, like cloaks and rags and just dirt and nasty, and like some of them like come like hit, like hug your legs, and other ones just and this crowd disperses, and then the three children that you originally encountered, they're gone, and like there's just like 2 chicken bones left, like not much of it. It's just, the wishbone is just spinning. And
Elsa, make a wish with me. Gonna go grab the
Right?
bone.
I grab the other side. We're gonna rip it.
do a strength versus strength. See who gets the bigger side.
Nice. It's lucky these kids didn't attack us, because I was definitely going to cast Spirit Guardians and fuck up every child that was in this that was in the street. Yeah, you heard me. I said it.
Oh, not even close.
I got a 22.
Oh.
damn.
17.
All right. So yeah, also gets to get a bigger part of the bone. And I'm gonna give you some inspiration for that because you broke the wishbone. All right. So those kids are fucking gone. The stench lingers, but they're gone. Everybody, you're all checking you're attempting to check your purses. Yes. So
Yes.
what were your rolls again? 11 for Uma.
10 for me.
For you, and Gary was 17.
16.
16.
Thought it was an 18. I wish. But...
All right, Uma, you like, oof. Fuck. You're missing your holy symbol. You're missing 5 silver, 6 copper, and 20 gold. Elsa, you are missing your tinkerer's tools. 20 gold, 10 silver. Gary, you're missing 2 potions of healing.
Biatch.
Well, you rolled pretty. You rolled pretty high. They they're supposed to take a lot more from you.
So, you said my holy symbol is gone?
Yep.
Oh shit! I just removed all 3. I had 3 of them. I just removed all. Fuck. You said they took 2, right?
Yep.
So Uma's like when noticing that the holy symbol is gone, her eyes are just gonna get like really wide, and then there's gonna be a few moments of just like little bit of maybe hyperventilating slightly. She's just like, they took my holy symbol. They took my amulet.
Hey, well, I did tell him I can turn into an animal, so, I know your smell really good. I can track him down.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah,
I need that.
They took my tinkerer's tools. That kind of pisses me off.
I can't do a bunch of stuff without that, and it's mine, and I need it. So, I
Yep,
need it.
Let's get to it.
I need it back. I mean, I don't want to hurt them. They don't know.
You do
Yeah.
remember the promise that you made to them, Uma.
I know. Well, it wasn't really a promise. It was just a threat, and it wasn't really real. But I really do need that. I need that back.
It was real to me.
No, we're not gonna kill any children. We're not gonna kill any kids.
They're thieves.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just kids, and when kids do stuff, they don't know. She's gonna
door
cry.
open.
Oh.
A
She's gonna
door
start
opens
crying.
up. Like slams open. Right near you. You happen to be your makeshift table happened to be next to an establishment called the Naughty Gnome, and this door comes flying open, and this drunken dwarf comes stumbling out. He stretches and he looks over at the crying Uma and he goes, "What's the matter there, lass? It's a beautiful, cold day on this shit rock. What more can you ask for?"
My holy symbol. That's what I could ask for. Is I need my holy symbol of Tempest. And there's a bunch of kids, and they took it. And I don't know where they are.
Did no one tell you to watch out for the bilge rats?
You did.
I asked if they were actually rats or if they were people. I had a feeling they were people.
Oh, they're
They
rats
were
for
those
sure.
stupid little kids, huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
dirty
so
little
where do
rat.
they stay?
All business.
Oh, don't know where they stay. Little filthy street creatures. They
Yeah.
come, they go, they take from I assume you're newcomers. I ain't seen your faces around here before, but
I ain't
Yeah.
seen yours either. It's a nice face.
me mom likes it.
Yeah. So they don't have like any kind of hideout.
You can find their hideout. Let the rest of the island know.
Okay.
'Cause there are many scores to settle with those little heathens.
But they're
Yeah.
just kids. They're just kids and they don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to eat.
Oh,
But
they
are
know
they
exactly what they're
kids?
doing.
Or are they disguised people like us?
Well,
And I
definitely
I
not like
point
you.
to all us short people.
Well, I don't know. They look like little babes to me.
Hmm.
But they ain't ever stole nothing from me. 'Cause I'm smart. Yeah.
Or maybe you didn't. Never mind. They said they were hungry. And my friend Uma, she's really nice. And she wanted to buy him lunch. I just wanted to give him good berries. And then get rid of them. Because I
Wow.
remember back where I come from, we had some little scamps like this too. And they didn't mess with me very much because when I was much younger, I had a much worse temper. And these horns, go ahead and touch them. They're sharp.
You're like,
So after I gored one to death, they left
he
me
misses
alone.
at him a couple times.
Hits the thorns that are stuck on my horns.
He says, "Oh, well, Lassie, best of luck to you. Remember, beware of those bilge rats." Oh. And he
Yep.
starts stumbling down the street, holding up the back of his pants to keep him from falling. And he goes, "For a good time, I'll recommend the Naughty Gnome." And then he keeps walking. And that's where we're going to leave off this fine session with a robbery. Dun dun dun.
This
Good,
is so
because
good.
I can't
is
remember the name of this
so
stupid
each-
spell that lets me turn into animals.
Wild shape?
Thank you.
I was thinking it was something else too. Just
I was
something more
like,
specialized.
It's a feat.
beast something.
Yeah.
Burbagar.
There's also
Yeah, it's an
beast
action. It's not
shape
even a stupid
whatever.
spell. Yeah, that,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
an
gonna
action,
get
yeah.
confused with I have beast sense.
mm,
I have what's another beast thing I've got?
beast mode.
Talk with animal. Beast mode.
Yeah, I have primal
Talk with
savagery,
animals.
which I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take that out on the kids.
Don't get any goods.
Garaxus might actually have to eat one, just to set an example.
Yeah,
Old child,
gotta follow. You know,
see
good
it through.
parenting tip. Gotta
Got it.
follow through on the consequences that you set.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll never respect you.
Hey, where he's from the tortured lands. He's from the desert. That thievery is punishable by death out there. So, you might have to call some lightning on these little fucking pricks.
They made our Uma cry.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You can't get any kids.
I had to go through it. I'm like, so like, see what valuables you have. Varro has nothing of value.
He's
Like, unless
a
he has it
monk.
written down somewhere else, I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy's got nothing.
See what you would do is you'd have to take his shoes.
Take his
Sam.
shoes.
I don't think he has any yet, right?
Yeah, he does.
No, he did. He bought like new
Yeah.
sandals. At
Oh, off
at
the
festival.
goblin
But it-
thing? Oh.
No, it was he bought him like a dude who like chopped the toes off of the boots.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it totally.
You'd have to roll really fucking low in order for them to steal his shoes.
That's just like the hood. Like they swarm him, knock him down, beat the shit out of him. They take his fucking Pumas off his feet and they run. Not the white threes. Fuck. Yeah. But it makes sense that he doesn't have that many valuables because he's a monk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it fits totally within his character. Like, you know.
Yeah. Like he's got some potions of healing and like a little bit of gold, but I'm like they take some darts. Like they'll just take whatever they can from them. It's like you'd be like, they took my darts. That is if he rolled low enough.
I like the idea of them knocking him down and stealing his shoes.
That would have been
That is
hilarious.
That is
If he
gangster
rolled like a
move.
1,
Yeah.
then like that I would have done that.
They just sit on his legs and take his shoes.
Yep. Don't trust children. If they're unattended, do not trust them.
Don't trust poor, shit-smeared children.
Or
Should've just like
adults.
pitched that chicken into an alley.
Right?
And they all follow it.
Pitch
Well,
it
see,
into the ocean.
I was gonna say you gotta make a homemade grenade and like stuff it in the chicken, light it, and then toss the chicken so they all swarm it.
Oh, they're gonna be like, you're like, just fill that chicken with glass and nails.
Oh, I have a
Oh, that was
tummy
fun.
ache.
Horrible.
I have a tummy ache. Well,
But-
there you go.
I'm really hoping that they're just like super disguised other short races. Like they're not human children. It's just a whole
Will that make
racket
it better
of,
or
like,
worse?
Gnomes in disguise. That would make it
Gnomes.
better, I think.
It's a bunch of asshole gnomes.
Mhm. Well, it'll make
Because then I'm
that.
not hunting down kids. They made my friend cry. And
So now they gotta pay.
pretty
Retribu-
much.
Yeah, we gotta do some. This is gonna be like some John Wick shit that we're gonna do. Well, Uma's just like, no.
No, I'm lawful good, and I follow Tempest.
She's like, why do you do it? It's like just blood, just like across her face. Why are you?
Watch. Look
Just-
away. It's okay, Uma. Look away.
Yeah. I already
I
know what
mean-
she's gonna do, so
I mean, you do have to punish. Lawful good punishes the bad, right? I mean,
but you gotta be evil. That's not evil. Survival.
oh no,
Mm.
that's thievery.
Biting the hand that feeds you? That is
Yeah.
kind of evil.
Listen,
Um,
you gotta. That only fed you today. That stuff that they'll sell will feed you the next 10.
Oh, we gave him good berries.
Yeah.
that could have
And
went around.
I know what Uma will do next. We might have to split the party.
At least we get to kill and eat children in peace, without making Uma feel like we just come back just covered in blood.
Like,
Uma's like,
won't
I
be
gotta,
covered-
I
Well,
gotta. s-
I'll come
I'm-
out of
Well,
I'll
your
come out of
horns.
wild shape, so
Yeah.
that way. No, because I'm gonna wild shape into a bear, so I can
Ooh.
sniff him out. This bear's got good
Nice.
scent, right? I got good sniffers.
I don't think as well as a dog, but
Dog, bear. Oh,
what's the difference?
bears
what-
smell stuff under the floor
There
or
you
like
go.
under the ground, like when they're digging for roots and grubs and such.
Yeah, they can smell.
But then
they
again,
can-
so does my dog. So
I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's going to be hard for a bear to smell these shit-covered children.
Yeah. Well, you never
You know what I
know.
mean?
Depends
Just
on how
follow
many other
the
shit
smell.
cover- Yeah,
Find
okay.
one, just find one. You know, you find them all. It's like tying a, you gotta tie a balloon to the child, so when it runs and scampers off, you just follow the balloon. They'll congregate eventually.